Hey guys, welcome to part 3, the last part of my bookshelf tour. So sorry that this has taken a while to be uploaded. I've kind of spread them out quite a bit, I know. But yeah, basically I just want to show you the last 3 shelves of my bookshelf. So here we go. So first I have Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I have this in hardcover, and then on the last shelf you saw that I have it in paperback as well. I'm trying to get them all in hardcover. Then I have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I still need to get those in hardcover. And then I have the 7th one, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I absolutely love this series, of course. It's one of my favorite series ever. I have the Tales of Beedle the Bard, and I have read this, and I thought it was really interesting. Next, we have The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling, and this was the first book I've ever read by her. This is the only book I've ever read by her besides her Harry Potter series. She now has The Cuckoo's Calling Out, and maybe others I just haven't heard of. But this is the only one I've read. I liked it, but it was just okay. It was one of those like character-driven books, and just sometimes I found it really boring, and all of the characters were really unlikable, and I hated almost every one of the characters. It was just really sad, honestly, and it just dealt with like a lot of real life issues, really, and it just kind of was depressing. And I don't know, I still like the writing. You can tell that it is, J.K. Rowling that's writing it, but I don't know, it really wasn't my cup of tea. So I'm looking forward to reading The Cuckoo's Calling, because a lot of people that love the Harry Potter series but didn't really like this really liked The Cuckoo's Calling. So I'm going to try that out. Next I have The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, and I really like this book. I first heard of it through other booktubers, and I really, really like all the pictures and the format of this book. It's super interesting. It's really large looking, but it's not actually that big. There's not actually that much writing. I would say it's about half and half. Then I have A Series of Unfortunate Events. I actually am missing still number 9 and 11. But I've recently acquired quite a few of them. Eventually I'll get these paperbacks. I'll get the hardcover ones so they all match. But yeah, I read all of these besides number 13, which is the end. And for the booktubeathon, I was planning on reading the 13th, and I never got around to it, unfortunately. But I want to kind of, like, it's just been so long since I've read these that I feel like I don't even remember what happened in these later ones at all. So I feel like if I were to start reading that, I would have no clue, like, what was going on. So yeah, hopefully I can, like, at least, like, get a summary or something of the series and then finish it. Okay, so here is the next shelf, and I actually took it off my tripod because it was, I don't know what my tripod is doing, but it's not working. So hopefully I can do this without being shaky. So I have Go Ask Alice, which I have not read yet. I have The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks, which is the only book by Nicholas Sparks that I do not like. I hated that book. It actually scared me in many parts. It's about a stalker, and I actually got really scared. And then I have A Walk to Remember, which is one of my favorite books, favorite movies. I have Dear John by Nicholas Sparks, and this one I don't really like. I don't like the ending. It was just kind of disappointing, to be honest. I have The Lucky One, which is amazing. This is one of my favorite books. The movie was pretty good. They changed a lot, but it was pretty good. Then I have The Notebook, which is my all-time favorite book by him, and definitely my favorite movie too. I have The Choice by Nicholas Sparks, which not a lot of people have read this one, I feel like. But yeah, I really, really like this one. I hope they turn it into a movie someday. I have The Last Song, which is the only one in hardcover that I own, and I thought this one was really good too. I thought the movie was really good. So I like him, if you can't tell yet. And I also have like at least 5 or 6 more in my Nook, so I have a lot by him. I have The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein, and I actually just read this pretty recently, and I mentioned that the first half was a little hard to get into, and then it really picked up, and I loved it. Then I have The Help by Catherine Stuckett, and I love this book. This is so moving, and The movie was amazing as well. It was just so emotional, and oh my gosh, I bawled and bawled at the end. So then I have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, and it's been a while since I've read this. I watched part 1, like the first part of The Hobbit movie. It was so good. I cannot wait for the other ones. So good. Then I have the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I have the Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. And I have read all 3 of these. I personally don't really like my copies. They're the movie copies. I mean, I really like... Well, this one has Orlando Bloom, so it's not that bad. But I really... I don't like movie copies very much, but someday I'll get a cool set. But I read these back in like junior high, so it's been quite a while. But I really like them. They are really slow in some parts, so sometimes I almost like the movies better because I don't feel like they're as slow. But they're amazing. I have The Devil Wears Prada by Lauren Weisberger. I don't know. I have not read this. I got this at a flea market. I've just seen the movie. Then I have The Uglies series by Scott Westerfeld, and I have Uglies, Pretty, Specials, and Extras. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a bad person. I did the Uglies review. I said I was going to reread the whole series and do the whole series review, and then I didn't, and I started reading the Harry Potter series and other books, and I'm sorry. I would like to continue and do a book review over like Pretties and stuff soon though, because I know a lot of you were like looking forward to that. I have Bogus to Bubbly, and then Mine Rain, which both have to do with the series, and then I have Peeps, which I got from a like flea market or something, like a used bookstore, and it's by Scott Westerfeld. And I think it might be about vampires, which I did not know when I got it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like that book, but I mean, it is by Scott Westerfeld and I like him, so we will see. I will try it sometime. So this is my last bookshelf, and I'm going to start over here. I have the Little House on the Prairie series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. And I actually was in some sort of like, I don't even know what you call it now. It was some sort of club thing I was in, and they like send you the books and these like crafts. I have Little House in the Big Woods. I have Little House on the Prairie, which by the way, I do watch that TV show with my mom sometimes. I have the really cool 75th anniversary edition of Little House on the Prairie. I have Farmer Boy. I have On the Banks of Plum Creek. I have By the Shores of Silver Lake. I have The Long Winter. Little Town on the Prairie, These Happy Golden Years, and then The First 4 Years. So I really enjoy that series. It's been a while since I've read it, like I said, but it's something that my mom really likes too, so we kind of like watch the show together and stuff. This is The Girl Who Was on Fire. It's just like authors talking about the Hunger Games. I have The Fifth Way by Rick Yancey. And I read that not that long ago. I thought that was really, really good. I actually have a book review up on it. It was an excellent, like, sci-fi book. I really enjoyed it. So I have some Gossip Girl books by Cecily von Zegesar. I should probably look up how to say her name since I, haven't done that. So I've got All I Want Is Everything, I Like It Like That, Nothing Can Keep Us Together, Would I Lie to You, Don't You Forget About Me. And I've got these all at like used bookstores and places. I've never paid more than like, actually the most expensive was a quarter, because the other ones I got with credit from a used bookstore. But yeah, so I found this book. It's not in order. I found this book. I had it for school and I just like shoved it on here. It's called Zaytoon. I am a bad student and I didn't read it, so oops. So I have a couple mangas. Barnes & Noble was having a sale. I have the first Bleach. If I can get this out here. Me and my little brother watched the anime together. And I thought it'd be fun to get the first manga. And then I have 2 books, which I'm afraid to say because the last video I mentioned these. You guys like tore me apart and talked about how I don't know how to pronounce it. And the thing is, I have no clue how to pronounce it. I probably should have looked up how to pronounce it. I think some of you said it was like Oren High School Host Club. Who knows? But I have number 1, and then I have number 2. It's like down here. Yeah, so I have read both of these actually, and I think it's super good, and I love the anime. I want to like dive into some new like mangas and anime and stuff, because I think it's really, really fun. It's sad that I'm leaving because it's something that me and my little brother do together, And so it's sad that I am getting into it like right as I'm leaving. So I have Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss, and this is not in order either on my bookshelf. These books down here are just kind of thrown down here. I got that for free, and then I have Lauren Conrad's book Beauty, which is, I feel like kind of just like a beauty, like it's just like a magazine almost. I really like her though, and I like her style. I think she's really pretty. I had the Harry Potter film wizardry book. I got this for Christmas, and it's amazing. It has so much fun stuff on the inside. And then I have the Hunger Games, the official illustrated movie companion, which I just threw on here. And I even still have this. How fun is that? I still have, Thank You, Harry. Oh, that's so cool. It's 50 pages and 10 years of Potter magic. A sneak peek at the final movie. Yeah, there's just a bunch of, like, I don't know. Like, there's one on, like, Emma Watson and stuff. I love her. So I just kept that, and I just put this over here in the corner. This is just, like, where random things go. So, yeah, that was my bookshelf tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was a little rushed. I really honestly need to get these packed so I can move. It'll be a little while before you can probably see these. I hope that you enjoyed it, though. Let me know if you've read these books, if you like them, too, maybe what your favorite was. And that's it. So I will see you guys very soon. Bye.